Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we have discussed couple of questions, right?
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা সবার কাছে খাতা পেন আছে তো? Pen and paper.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me share the screen first. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
So as we are discussing about chemical bonding chapter, okay, that question you can see here is from molecular orbital diagram (MOT). Uh, The question is asking for the number of non-bonding electron present in the frontier molecular orbital of HF molecule, hydrogen fluoride molecule is how many number? 10, 4, 6 or 8? So to solve this problem, so you have to know what is the MO diagram of HF molecule, right? Otherwise it will be very difficult. So this is nothing but the heteronuclear diatomic molecule. Now you can see here. So HF is a heteronuclear diatomic molecule, and the total number of valence electron present in this particular molecule is 8. Because so HF, total number of valence electron present in this particular molecule is 8. Yes or no? So 1 from hydrogen and 7 electron from fluorine atom. Okay. Next, what you can do? You have to construct the MO of HF molecule. This is new one, right? So how can you do that? You have to draw two axes, two energy axes like this. So in the left hand side you just try to place the atomic orbital of hydrogen atom. Okay, so here you can see that this is the energy of 1s orbital, and this is the atomic orbital of hydrogen atom, AOs of hydrogen atom. Atomic orbital of hydrogen atom. And in the right hand side you just place the atomic orbital of fluorine atom. Okay, so here you just write down AOs of fluorine atom. So those who have joined late, be on the time. Okay, now, so as you know that fluorine is more electronegative, right, with respect to hydrogen. So you have to place the atomic orbital of fluorine which are having lower energy compared to the 1s orbital of hydrogen atom, right? So here you can just place the 2p orbital of fluorine in this particular position. This is the 2p. Then here it is 2s, 2s, and 1s orbital. It will not participate in any MO, construct the MO diagram. Okay. Now, as you can see here, 1s orbital contain only one electron, and 2s orbital contains two electron, and 2p orbital contains total 5 electron, right? Like this way. Now, the question is asking the number of non-bonding electrons present in the frontier molecular orbital of HM molecule. So now this 2s orbital, it will not interact with any orbital, so it may remain same as a non-bonding electron pair like this. So you can mention here it is 1 sigma in this particular format. Okay, and then now the this 1s orbital, it will interact it with 2p orbital via linear combination of atomic orbital. Now it will form one bonding MO and the corresponding antibonding MO. So now you just connect each other like this, and you just try to write down the name of this particular bonding MO, that is called 2 sigma, like this, and one pi orbital is present like this, and sigma star, that is antibonding orbital, it may remain vacant. 2 sigma star, it may remain vacant. So like this. So this is all about the MOs, molecular orbital of HM molecule. Now the MO electronic configuration of HM molecule is that you can just write down 1 sigma 2, then 2 sigma 2, then 1. So the name of this two set of pi orbital, you just write down 1 pi. So 1 pi 4, and then it is 2 sigma star 0. Now here the number of bonding electron is 2. This is the bonding electron. And the number of antibonding electron here, it is 0. So the number of bonding electron is equals to 2. The number of antibonding electron equals to 0. And the rest of the other part, that is the number of non-bonding electron, that is important. That question is asking. So number of non-bonding electron, you can see here. So it is 2, 4, 6. So total number of non-bonding electron pair, it is 6. So the correct answer is option number C. The number of non-bonding electrons present in the frontier orbital, molecular orbital of HM molecule is 6. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
আচ্ছা, এটা একে দাসের বইতে আছে, একে দাস, Inorganic Chemistry book by A.K. Das, volume, I think volume 2. Okay. Next question, you can see here. Yes, that is important. I have discussed so many times during the class. Tell me the correct answer. Correct trend in the bond orders: O2 plus, O2 minus, and O2 minus. Peroxide anion, superoxide anion, and O2 plus ion. Okay. What is the correct trend in the bond orders? To solve this kind of problem, you have to know the MO of oxygen molecule, right? Yes or no? MO of oxygen molecule. That question came for 4 marks. Net
Sir,
CSR
option C.
exam. Option C. Sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, sure.
So what is the bond order of O2 plus ion?
Sir, 1.5.
O2 plus. No, it is absolutely wrong. ওকে, এমোটা ড্র করো, সাথে সাথে এমো ড্র করো, তারপরে অ্যান্সার বলো।
Sir, option D. Sir,
O2
ভুল হয়েছে স্যার।
Which is the correct answer? Tell me.
So, option D.
Option D. That means O2
O2
plus is
plus.
having higher bond order.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think option D is the correct answer. What is the bond order of O2 plus ion?
Sir, it is 2.5.
Yes, it is 2.5. On the other hand, what is the bond order of O2 minus?
Sir, 2, sir.
O2 minus, it is 2.
1.5, sir.
It is 1.5, yes. And for O2 minus,
1.
peroxide, it is 1, yes. Very good. And for dioxygen, what is the bond order? It is 2, right?
Yes, sir, 2, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now what you can do to solve this kind of problem? So you just try to remember the bond order calculation of O2 molecule. It will be better because so the bond order of O2 molecule. So total number of bonding electron pairs. How many? It is 10 minus 6. Bonding electron is 10, and that total number of anti-bonding electron is 6. So divided by 2. So therefore 4 by 2. It is 2. Now, so if O2 plus, that means from O2 to O2 plus, কি হচ্ছে, একটা ইলেকট্রন রিলিজ করছে, তাই না? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. একটা রিলিজ হচ্ছে।
তো একটা ইলেকট্রন কোথা থেকে রিলিজ হবে? অ্যান্টি বন্ডিং পাই স্টার অরবিটাল থেকে। তাহলে অ্যান্টি বন্ডিং পাই স্টার অরবিটাল থেকে ইলেকট্রন রিলিজ হলে তাহলে বন্ড অর্ডার ক্যালকুলেশনে কি হবে তখন? ফর O2 প্লাস আয়ন ইট ইজ 10 minus 5 divided by 2, so it is 2.5. Okay. Now in case of O2 minus, that is superoxide anion, so that means when O2, it will if you add one extra electron, so then it will form O2 minus, and that electron, you know, resides on pi star anti-bonding orbital. So therefore, so it is 10 minus 7 divided by 2, so it is 1.5. On the other hand, if you give another extra electron, so again it will goes to pi star antibonding orbital. So therefore it is 10 minus 8 divided by 2. So it is 1. So this is the correct bond order. Okay. You just try to remember O2 plus is having higher bond order compared to rest of the like superoxide anion and peroxide anion. Clear? Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, this question is also very important. That question came from molecular orbital diagram. You can see here the correct statement regarding the observed magnetic properties of nitric oxide, oxygen, B2 and C2 in their ground state is what? So nitric oxide, you know, this is a heteronuclear diatomic molecule, and rest of the other O2, B2, C2 all are homonuclear diatomic molecule. Tell me the answer. Option B. Sure.
Yes, sir. C2 diamagnetic.
Now, if you you just consider nitric oxide. So nitric oxide, you have already know that there is always one unpaired electron present in pi star antibonding orbital, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, it may behave as a paramagnetic, right? Yes, for nitric oxide, there is one unpaired electron present in pi star antibonding orbital. So therefore, it can behave as a paramagnetic in nature. So NO is paramagnetic. What about O2, dioxygen?
Paramagnetic.
Yes, because dioxygen, yeah, there are total two electron present in pi star antibonding orbital, right? Pi star 2py1 and pi star 2pz1. So again, it is paramagnetic. But what about B2 and C2?
Paramagnetic. C2 diamagnetic.
Sure. So B2 molecule is paramagnetic. Yes, B2 is paramagnetic, and C2 is diamagnetic. So therefore, option B2, O2, and option B is the correct answer. Clear? Any doubt from your side? No doubt. Okay, next. Moving to the next question. Again, similar type of question they are asking. The correct statement about NO2, NO2 plus, and CO2. Dinitrogen, sorry, nitrogen dioxide, NO2 plus, and CO2. Both NO2 and CO2 are paramagnetic. NO2 is paramagnetic, NO2 plus is diamagnetic. Both CO2 and NO2 plus have linear geometry. CO2 and NO2 plus are isoelectronic. the correct statements. Anybody?
Sir, option D ta isoelectronic.
So tell me how many number of electrons are present?
Sir, CO2 এর মধ্যে তো 22 টা মনে আছে, কার্বনের 6টা
22.
আর স্যার।
Sure. So what is the structure of CO2? It is linear, right? Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Now if you just try to calculate the total number of electron, you can see here. So from carbon you are saying that 6, and from 2 oxygen,
Sir, 16.
so how 8 plus 8,
Yes sir.
okay, 6 plus 16, so you are saying that okay, 22 electron. Okay, on the other hand, in case of NO2 plus,
Sir, nitrogen containing 7 electron and O2 plus containing 15 electron.
okay, okay, again you are saying that 15 7 plus 15, so again it is 22. Okay, and rest of the other option, both NO2 and CO2 are paramagnetic. Is it correct? See how this NO2 molecule it will form. You can see here nitrogen, nitrogen, then oxygen. So statements, more than one statement to correct হতে পারে, এটা হচ্ছে MSQ type of question, okay, not
Yes sir.
MCQ. Okay, so that you have to understand. MSQ, multiple select question, more than one answer হতে পারে. Anybody? মৌসুমী নাথ, সৌরভ ঘোষ.
স্যার অপশন বি ও হতে পারে, NO2 প্যারাম্যাগনেটিক আর NO2 প্লাস ইজ ডায়াম্যাগনেটিক।
Option B, NO2 is paramagnetic, NO2 plus is diamagnetic. Okay. আচ্ছা, sure, are you sure?
Sir, both are diamagnetic. NO2 is diamagnetic.
Okay, you are saying that both are paramagnetic, diamagnetic.
Yes sir, NO2 sir. NO2
NO2
and
is,
CO2 are diamagnetic.
এখানে তো NO2 paramagnetic, CO, okay, and NO2 plus is diamagnetic. Yunus, টাইমে জয়েন করবে, নেক্সট টাইম আমি আর অ্যাক্সেস দেবো না, যারা 10টা 15 আগে জয়েন করবে তাদেরকে আমি পড়াবো। ওকে, বি রেগুলার অ্যান্ড অন দ্য টাইম।
স্যার অপশন সিটাও হতে পারে স্যার, দুটোটা তো লিনিয়ার স্যার, CO2 তো লিনিয়ার, NO2 প্লাসও স্যার তো লিনিয়ার স্ট্রাকচার।
ওকে ঠিক আছে, এই কোশ্চেনটা তোমাদের হোমওয়ার্ক দিলাম, বাড়িতে করবে, ঠিক আছে।
স্যার
নেক্সট,
অপশন টুটা স্যার NO2 ফেরোম্যাগনেটিক ডাইম্যাগনেটিক এটা।
ঠিক আছে, এটা হোমওয়ার্ক তোমাদের, নেক্সট ক্লাসে ডিসকাস হবে। ওকে, নেক্সট
ঠিক
কোশ্চেন।
আছে স্যার।
Okay, that question, numerical based question, you can see here. The question is asking the bond order of NO2 plus ion is how much? The bond order of NO2 plus ion is how much?
So 2.5.
2.5.
Sure.
Yes sir.
Yes, it is 2.5 because you know that in case of N2 molecule the bond order is how much? 3, right?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
And you know that it is a 14 electronic system, 7 plus 7, right? 14 electronic system, and the bond order of normally N2 molecule is 3. Now when from N2 to N plus ion is forming, N2 to N plus, so from there if you just look at the MO diagram of N2 plus ion, the number of electron, I mean it will release from bonding electronic orbital, right? Like this sigma orbital, so therefore it is 9 minus 5 divided by 2, so therefore not 9, it is 9, 9 minus 4, 9 minus 4 divided by 2, so it is 5 by 2, so it is 2.5. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, that question from atomic structure. So given that the radius of the first Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom is 53 picometer, the radius of the third Bohr orbit is how much picometer? That question also numerical based question, 2 marks. How can you solve this kind of problem?
Equal to S nu.
E equal to H nu. আচ্ছা, কোশ্চেনটা বারবার পড়বে। Given that radius of the first Bohr orbit of hydrogen atom is given, what about the radius of its third Bohr orbit? Bohr radius এর ফর্মুলা জানো? For example, yes,
R is equal to 0.53 n square by Z.
Sir,
Sorry,
R n equal to R1 n square sir.
so I just want to write down the equation Bohr radius, that in case of nth Bohr orbit, like Rn equals to n square, h square, h is the Planck constant, by 4 pi square m z square. Now I just want to tell you what is m. M is the mass of the electron. What is z? Z is the atomic number. Okay, and E is the charge of the electron. charge. Clear? Now here you can see that given that the radius of the first Bohr orbit of the hydrogen atom is given. Now first Bohr orbit means you just try to write down that R1 means here n value is 1.
Sir,
First
477.
আমি বুঝাচ্ছি তারপরে ডিসকাশনে আসছি ওকে R1 equals to how much 1 square by 8 square into divided by 4 pi square m. Now as you can see here it is clearly mentioned that hydrogen atom, for hydrogen atom Z value is 1, Z of hydrogen it is 1, therefore I just put 1 here and E square. Okay, that value is given 53 picometer. Now we have to find out what is the value of R3. R3 means the radius of its third Bohr orbit. So R3 value is equals to what? Because m value is also same, charge of the electron is also same, then how can you identify?
9 square, 4 5 square, m is E3 square.
So it is that means 3 square into what?
স্যার এটা তো
53
বাকি সবটা মিলে তো 53 বসানো যাবে স্যার।
Yes, very good. So it is into into 53, right?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Picometer. So therefore it is 9 into 53 picometer. So how much?
477 picometer.
477 picometer. Very good. In this way you have to solve. Clear?
Yes sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, the next question is that with respect to the periodic properties, the correct statement is what? Okay, that question came from periodic table chapter. The electron affinity order is like this. First ionization energy order is this. Atomic radius order of is like this. Ionic radius order is like this. With respect to the periodic properties, the correct statement is what? It is very logical question. Okay, first if you take the option number A, that electron affinity order, chlorine is greater than oxygen, then greater than chlorine. Acha. How can you do that? Electron affinity order. So we know the electron affinity order of halogen family, that chlorine atom is having higher electron affinity order compared to fluorine. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
So therefore, if you just consider the first option A, that is here you can see that fluorine is having higher electron affinity order compared to chlorine. So that means it is absolutely wrong. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Okay.
Yes sir.
So next, if you take option B, that the first ionization energy order of aluminium, magnesium, and calcium. So aluminium is having higher ionization energy compared to magnesium than potassium. Now, what you can do? So all these aluminium, magnesium, and potassium. So aluminium and magnesium, these two atoms are present in second period element. Okay, second period element. second
স্যার
period.
এদিকে
Huh?
স্যার পটাশিয়াম তো স্যার অ্যাটমিক নাম্বার 19, সো স্যার একটা ইলেকট্রন যদি এটা রিলিজ করতে চায় তাহলে তো এটা স্যার এটা মানে 18 যেটা নোবেল গ্যাসের কনফিগারেশন পাবে, তো এটা স্যার ইজিলি রিলিজ করতে পারবে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
ফার্স্ট জেনারেশন তাহলে
তো ফার্স্ট আয়নাইজেশন এনার্জি কম হওয়ার কথা, তাই না?
এস স্যার, হ্যাঁ
তার মানে এটাও হচ্ছে না। এটা হচ্ছে ম্যাচ করছে, মানে কিছুটা ম্যাচ করছে, কারণ এটা লোয়েস্ট আছে, দেখো।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
আচ্ছা, নেক্সট ইফ ইউ কনসিডার ম্যাগনেসিয়াম, so what is the valence electronic configuration? It is 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2, right? 1s2 2s2 2p6 then 3s2, right? Again you can see here it is a closed cell electronic configuration 3s2, right? So ionization energy means the amount of energy required to release one electron from its outermost electronic cell. That is what is called ionization energy. That means fast ionization energy. So again you can see here it is a closed cell electronic configuration. So definitely you have to apply more energy to release this particular electron, 3s electron, from its valence cell. Okay. On the other hand, if you consider aluminium, what is the electronic configuration? So it is 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 then 3p1. Now that electron you can easily if you apply some amount of energy, you can easily uh, remove that electron from 3p electronic cell. Okay, so again that order is also not acceptable, right?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Okay, now again if you consider option number C, so you just cross it, that the atomic radius order of nitrogen, phosphorus and arsenic. So atomic radius order, so as you can see here, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth, Sb and bismuth, these 5 elements are present in group 15 element, okay, in the modern periodic table. Now you can see here if you go from nitrogen to bismuth, what happen? Atomic radius increases or decreases?
ইনক্রিজেস।
So again that statement is not correct, right? Nitrogen, so that means nitrogen is having lower atomic radius compared to phosphorus, then arsenic, yes or no? Nitrogen, then phosphorus, then
Yes
arsenic,
sir.
then bismuth and antimony, then bismuth. Okay, next option number D, again you just cross it, ionic radius order of potassium plus, calcium 2 plus and magnesium 2 plus. So calcium 2 plus and potassium plus, they are having isoelectronic species. Okay, isoelectronic species. Yes or no? Isoelectronic species.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Now that means the number of electronic system is 18 electronic system. So it is 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6. Now so if you just try to find out the effective nuclear charge value, so again you have to write down like 1s 2s 2p whole 8 then 3s 3p whole 8. Now this is the electronic configuration as per Slater rule. Now sigma, that means shielding constant value is 8 into 0.35 plus 8 into 0.85 plus 2 into 1. Now how much? Tell me. 8 into 0.35. 8 into 0.35. Tell me the total value. Eight into 0.35. Sorry. 8 into 0.35. It is
2.8, sir.
2.8 plus 8 into 0.85. 8 into 0.85. 6.8 plus 2. So therefore it is 6, 3, 9. So it is 9.6. Okay. Now Z star, effective nuclear charge of potassium plus ion, it is Z minus. So that means 19 minus 9.6. How much?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, 11.6, sir.
Which one?
2.8, 6.8. Oh, sir, 2.8, sir, 6.8 plus 2, 11.8,
Yes,
6.
yes, yes, yes. 11.6. So it is 4. Then it is 8. So it is 7. Right?
Yes, sir.
7.4. On the other hand, in case of Z star of calcium 2 plus. So calcium 2 plus, it is how much? 20 minus 11.6. So it is 8.4. Now, as we know that the Z star is inversely proportional to the ionic radius. So therefore, the ionic radius of potassium plus ion is greater than ionic radius of calcium 2 plus. So therefore, if you look at the option D, that is yes, absolutely, it will matching with this particular phenomena. Now, if you consider magnesium 2 plus ion, always the ionic radius of the second row element is lower compared to the third row, right? So option D is the correct answer. বোঝা গেছে?
Yes, sir.
Okay, last question. So last question of today's class. Consider the following 4 xenon compound: xenon difluoride, xenon tetrafluoride, xenon hexafluoride, and xenon trioxide. The pair of xenon compounds expected to have non-zero dipole moment. How can you identify the answer? So what you can do, you just draw the structure of xenon difluoride. What is the structure? Anybody? Xenon difluoride. বলো বলো অ্যান্সার বলো তাড়াতাড়ি।
Sir, linear structure.
Linear, linear structure.
Okay, if it
Linear,
is
sir.
linear, so what is the dipole moment? For example, you are saying that
So
xc.
0, sir.
So linear means like this. Yes, it is 0. Linear means. And what is the hybridization of the central xenon? Tell me. It is linear. And you can see here each of these bond moment, they will cancel each other. So obviously their dipole moment value is 0. Very good. So similar way, if you just try to find out the structure of xenon tetrafluoride, what is the structure? Sorry. Again, the dipole moment of xenon tetrafluoride is 0. So this is the structure. And role pair resides on the axial side. Okay. The dipole moment value again 0. Now, if you just try to find out the structure of xenon hexafluoride, what is the structure? Anybody tell me? Structure of xenon hexafluoride.
Distorted octahedral.
Yes. Distorted octahedral. কতবার ক্লাসে বলেছি? হ্যাঁ? এখনো সেই octahedral পড়ে আসবে। What is the hybridization of the central xenon atom? It is sp3d3, right?
Yes,
And there is a lone pair is present in between this particular sites. Distorted octahedral. Now, as you can see here, there is a certain amount of dipole moment is there. So dipole moment is greater than equals to 0. And what about xenon trioxide? So xenon trioxide is, what is the structure?
octahedral,
What?
pyramidal,
Pyramidal. মানে যা মনে আসছে তাই বলে দিচ্ছ, একটু ভাবার কোনো ইয়ে নেই।
ট্রাইগোনাল পিরামিড স্যার।
ট্রাইগোনাল পিরামিডাল, আচ্ছা। এটা পিরামিডাল অ্যামোনিয়া টাইপ অফ স্ট্রাকচার, তোমাদের সিমেট্রিতে পড়িয়েছিলাম। হ্যাঁ, এটা হচ্ছে পিরামিডাল স্ট্রাকচার, এটা হচ্ছে এক্সাক্ট। এর পয়েন্ট গ্রুপ যদি জিজ্ঞাসা করা হয় কি বলবে? এনিওয়ে, ঠিক আছে। তাহলে দেখো এখানেও একটা পার্মানেন্ট ডাইপোল মোমেন্ট আছে, তাই না? ইট ইজ গ্রেটার দেন ইকুয়ালস টু 0। তাহলে অপশন কি হবে? অপশন ডি ইজ দ্য কারেক্ট অ্যান্সার, রাইট? নন জিরো ডাইপোল মোমেন্ট, সো দ্যাট মিন্স অপশন ডি ইজ দ্য কারেক্ট অ্যান্সার। ক্লিয়ার? বোঝা গেছে?
ইয়েস স্যার।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ওকে, আজকের ক্লাস এখানেই শেষ। তোমরা সবাই অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স দিয়ে দেবে চ্যাট বক্সে যে। আর তোমরা সবাই টাইমে জয়েন করবে। 5 মিনিট ডিলে হলে কিন্তু আমি কাউকে আর এন্ট্রি দেব না, ঠিক আছে? নেক্সট টাইম।
হ্যালো স্যার।
यस,
হ্যালো স্যার, কালকে
হ্যাঁ বলো।
ক্লাসটা একটু লিঙ্কটা স্যার। স্যার কালকে ক্লাসটা
link-
করতে পারেন স্যার, কালকে
না, কি বলা হয়েছে? লিংক ফিক দেওয়া হবে না ক্লাসে, সব সময় টাইমে প্রেজেন্ট থাকতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? লিংক দেওয়া হবে না।
স্যার
ওকে,
কালকেরটা স্যার, কালকে একটু প্রবলেম
না,
আছে,
না,
করতে পারেনি
না।
স্যার।
না না, করতে পারোনি কেন? আজকেও তো তুমি অনেক ডিলে করে জয়েন করেছো, লেটে জয়েন করেছো।
সরি স্যার।
টাইমে জয়েন করবে, না হলে এন্ট্রি পাবে না, আমি বলে দিচ্ছি।
ঠিক আছে স্যার।
স্পেশাল ক্লাসের মতোই হবে। ওকে, সবাই অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স দিয়ে দাও।